Howdly ho, my nieces and nephews. Welcome back to Fun Uncle. It's me, your neighborhood LADZ City Fun Uncle, back at it again. And today's episode, we are talking about how the bull run is not over yet. That's right, Leonardo DiCaprio in The Wolf of Wall Street, screaming at the top of his lungs, "I'm not going anywhere. This bull run is not over yet." And if that sounds good to you, stay tuned for the rest of this episode. That's right, my nieces and nephews. This bull run is not over yet. And I know some of you might think it is because the crypto markets are kind of down right now. There's a lot of doom and gloom, FUD all over the markets right now as we are kind of trending downwards. But what I always say is when in doubt, you gotta zoom out. I want y'all to just put this on the 4-hour and 1-day time frame on both Ethereum and Bitcoin. And you really gotta think to yourself like, wow, how far we've come. Of course, whenever we have these upward trajectories like this, we have to do a little bit of stabilization. We got to find out where the resistance levels are and support levels are before we can keep going upwards. And I think this is just par for the course. These kind of retracements are a necessary evil in bull runs like this, and this is just the crypto markets breathing. You know, they got to take a breath in as we rise up, and then got to take a breath out as we drop down a little bit to find out where the support levels really are in the markets. I'm not the only one who thinks this. Let's jump to some of my favorite YouTube sources where my main man cryptoanup says exactly what I'm thinking. This cycle is not over yet. He's got proof. He uses Fibonacci retracement levels to say, hey, this is just part of it. We have to bounce off these levels, find out where our support is, and then we moon boots up into new all-time highs. This is just part of the market movement. My main man Tyler S., do not sell early. This is the biggest mistake you can make, is selling early thinking the bull run is ending right now. Do not be a fool. We are so early on. It's just October, you guys. And my main man Benjamin Cohen is talking about the logarithmic recession and how this is just par for the course. He's actually doubling down on predictions he made back in November 2019 about how this is just part of it. This is how the cycle moves, and we are about to see new all-time highs. He says that $200,000 is still in play for Bitcoin. And I honest to God think the reason we're seeing the biggest part of this retracement right now is because Shiba has been drinking up all of the available retail money. All of those retail investors who are FOMOing into the market right now are FOMOing into Shiba coin. And oh my gosh, are they just doubling down, tripling down. Everyone thinks Shiba could potentially hit $1, maybe even a penny. But I gotta remind you guys, it's up 38 million% this year. 38 million%. 38 million% this year, people. My nieces and nephews, I want you to keep a level head on yourselves whenever you're yeeting money into cryptocurrencies. I want you to do your research and realize that the Shiba people, the marketing and sales people behind Shiba, have convinced the people to yeet all of their money into it. Almost 500% this month, 38 million% this year. This is not something I would put money into. And yeah, you know what? This is a little bit of financial advice. Don't do this, people, please. This is kind of craziness. This is straight up gambling, and it's gonna hit local highs sometime soon. I mean, whenever you see something that's up 38 million%, that's a bubble. This is what a bubble looks like. I don't know what else to say. I really hope I just can bring this to people's attention, that this coin is not going to hit a penny. It is not going to hit $1, at least anytime soon. I don't want to totally write off the possibility of this hitting $1 one day. It could maybe hit a penny in our lifetime, but not this year, not next year. That is a Fun Uncle fact. You can write it down in a book, in a tablet of time. I honestly, so many absolutely insane things would have to happen in order for this coin to hit 1 penny. And I just think it's too much of a risky gamble for you to throw your money into. And anyone who buys right now is about to have a serious dingle-dong dump on yourself, as this 38 million% is going to go down to 15 million%. You know, it's going to have pretty soon here. Maybe by the end of the year it'll dump, and everyone's going to be holding these bags, begging Shiba to go back up to 38 million% so they can sell at least a break-even rate. And I just want to remind everybody that if you buy right now, you're going to lose half your money, at least half of your money if you buy right now. And for those of you who bought Shiba early, congratulations! Take some profits, put it into something like Ethereum or Bitcoin, which is a more surefire bet for your money. Honestly, a lot of analysts are saying that $200,000 is still in play for this cycle, not necessarily this year, but for this bull cycle. I think it's going to be conservatively more like 85,000, maybe 110,000 if we're really, really lucky. If things really go our way, we'll break $100,000 this bull cycle. But Shiba Inu breaking a penny this cycle, I mean, just do the math, people. It would have to go up another 10,000%, no, 100,000%, and 100,000% from where it is would take this to almost 1 billion% in 1 year. 1 billion% in a year, people, come on. Don't be fools. Be smart with your money. I know that cryptocurrencies in general is a risky investment, but Shiba Inu is the riskiest of risky investments. I know it's the talk of the town. It is the hot subject of the week. Everyone wants to FOMO in and make money, but this is a very dangerous time to FOMO into of the riskiest coins possible. Shiba is the riskiest risky coin in the risk valley at the risk bar, and it's drinking straight shots of risk. You do not want to party with Shiba coin right now. Wait until Shiba coin has retraced a little bit. Keep your eye on it. Maybe, not financial advice, but don't buy right now. I'm just begging you. I'm pleading with you, don't buy right now. What you should buy are coins that have recently retraced, like Bitcoin and Ethereum have recently seen some Megatron retracement from their previous all-time highs, from these local tops. They have retraced like cray-cray. And so I would encourage you to look at more reliable bets like Bitcoin and Ethereum, especially at a time when they're down, when they're bouncing off of support levels. Not financial advice, people, but this is a good time to keep your eye on large cap coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Even look at the RSI, are way below the buy range on both Bitcoin and Ethereum as of making this video. So I would encourage you to take another glance at these. I know everyone wants to become millionaires overnight. It's your turn. You want to win. All the billionaires keep making money, and you keep, running on the treadmill, and you want to win. You want to win, but Shiba coin is not how you're going to win, especially when it's $38,000 up. Okay, just keep a level head on yourself. Don't YOLO all your money, please, please, please be responsible with your money. Your fun uncle is begging you, my nieces and nephews, to stay calm. Bigger, better things are coming. Do your research. And without further ado, let's jump into the crypto news. Continuing with that same sentiment from the previous segment, I'm not the only one who thinks so. We have just begun this bull run. I mean, we're halfway through this bull run. We have so much more road ahead of us, and I'm not the only one who thinks so. I got a bunch of news articles that back up the same idea. Analyst reveals that Bitcoin might surpass gold as the world's currency. Well, it seems like this guy's the last one to figure it out. We've all been saying this for years now, that this is a better way to store your money than just a rock. And just some stupid rock sitting in a vault somewhere. Like, I would much rather have my money in something that serves a purpose, that has a utility to it, that can be checked in on a regular basis. Like, if I actually own gold, how do I know that my gold is actually there, that the Federal Reserve hasn't moved it around and put it somewhere else, and I'm actually holding some faux piece of fabric gold that's not really gold? Whereas with Bitcoin, I can prove beyond a reasonable doubt that my Bitcoin is real, it's there, and it's doing stuff, and I have other people confirming that fact on a regular basis. So I think that a $10 trillion market cap is definitely in the future, not necessarily in this market cycle, but by 2026, I think that's definitely a realistic possibility that we could surpass gold in the next 5 to 10 years for sure. And that's what this analyst says. JP Morgan sees bullish outlook for Bitcoin as inflation concerns push Bitcoin higher. I mean, we're having like a perfect storm right now where the Bitcoin ETF just came out. Inflation, transitory hyperinflation, buzzword, bing bang bong, COVID, the world is falling. We all want to find more reliable assets to put our money. Real estate's getting way too high. That's hyper, that's a bubble within itself. Who wants to put more money in Tesla when it's so insanely overvalued right now? Like, I see the sky's the limit for Bitcoin, and by sky I mean, passing the market cap of gold in the next 5 years, which is a 5x, return if it actually does that in the next 5 to 10 years. So 5x in 5 to 10 years, that's a no-brainer decision right there. I mean, we might see, an 80% retracement in 2022, 2023, but that's par for the course. Bitcoin has had plenty of 80, 70, 80% retracements in its lifetime, and it's then sprung back into absolutely insane parabolic new all-time highs. And so for anyone to not buy Bitcoin now just because it might dump in the future, well, have you ever ridden a roller coaster? Like, just put your hands up and enjoy the ride, people. Come on, it's gonna go to new all-time highs this year, and it's gonna do so in the next bull run, and so on and so forth, until the human species cease to exist on planet Earth. Analysts suggest Bitcoin bottom could be 50K. That's crazy to think that, like, when it does its 70% retracement next year, it will bottom out at $50,000. Isn't that kind of a crazy? He says, he wants to, again, cover his own ass by saying that that's if it breaks $200,000 this cycle. This cycle, to clarify on that, that means it could, this bull cycle could extend until halfway through 2022. December 2021 does not necessarily mean like as soon as the clock strikes midnight on December 31st that this bull run is over. No, there's this new hypothesis, not really new, but the hypothesis currently among the crypto brainiacs online is that we are seeing lengthening cycles. Every single time a halvening has taken place, the cycle has lengthened by 30-40%. And so when the last cycle ended in December, we should expect this cycle to extend past December. And I've heard estimates as far as April 2022. So just to keep that in mind, like, December might not necessarily be the peak. Heck, we might even see a couple down weeks in December because the shape-shifting lizard elites who control most of the financial markets want to flip the script on retail investors so that we can't, follow old, rhythms with things and win money the same way they used to. They want to change the play up so that fewer people can win. And so just keep that in mind, that this could keep going well into 2022. I've heard as late as April 2022, and then we'll see a summer lull. It'll drop. September, as we know, is a really bad month for cryptocurrencies. And then another reminder is that November and December are some of the bullish months for Bitcoin, even during the bearish of bear markets. So keep a level head on that this could extend through April, and we've only just begun. November and December are the best months for Bitcoin, and they are just around the corner. So don't think that this is the top. Don't be so afraid that things are going to fall, that the bear market's about to start. That's not how things work, okay? There's more money to be made. The Bitcoin ETF was just started. And again, look at all this great news. Even JP Morgan is saying that they're bullish on Bitcoin. They says $50,000 could be the new bottom. And the fair value for Bitcoin is $36,000. Well, isn't that an interesting conversation? So even if it were to bottom out right now, $36,000 is as low as it could possibly go. And so I just see nothing but bullish news here for the cryptocurrency markets. And I'm just kind of excited to see where this whole thing goes. It's kind of, this is really exciting. We've been talking about this happening forever, even when it was back at $10,000 a coin. Was that 2022? Or 2019? When was that? That was 2022 or 2020 when it was only $9,000 a coin, and now we're at $60,000 a coin with eyes on 75,000, and we could go as high as 90 to maybe even $110,000 this cycle by April 2022. We could be at $110,000. Not financial advice, people, but this is a really exciting time to be in cryptocurrencies, and I would be very enthusiastic. I would not let these retracements scare you. And that's not the only piece of news I have. Facebook is getting in the metaverse game. They are rebranding their name to Horizon, and they want to circle all of their, facilities around making a metaverse company. Facebook is no longer going to be a Web 2.0 space. It's going to be a Web 3.0 space built on the back of blockchain, utilizing NFTs to be the fabric of this mosaic we call the metaverse, with augmented reality, virtual reality. They own Oculus. I mean, the headset game is on fire. It's only a matter of time before Apple comes out with their own augmented reality headset. And what are you going to do when you're in the AR world? You're going to want to hang up AR art. You're going to want to put augmented reality clothes on yourself. You're going to want to have augmented reality pets, augmented reality friends and places to go to. All of these objects will be NFTs built on the blockchain, verifiable by the blockchain by other users of the NFT and metaverse space, and so that when someone comes to visit your home in the augmented or virtual reality space, they will see your NFTs on the walls and your NFT clothing and your NFT pets in the same way people used to spend tens of thousands of dollars to get that special sword in World of Warcraft, or the same way people would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get that new jersey in FIFA, or to unlock a player in FIFA or Madden, or to get that special gun skin in Call of Duty, or in Halo for that matter. And so I just see this is the sky's the limit on the NFT space. We are seeing the ground floor being built in real time, and large companies like Facebook are getting in the game. Metaverse is the future. What is Facebook doing with this new horizon? So I would keep an eye on Facebook. I think Google is going to be right behind them. This is the way to stay relevant. In order for these companies to avoid being the next MySpace, they need to be on the cutting edge, and they need to put their foot on the gas pedal on the changing environment, which is augmented reality and the metaverse. And so I see nothing but bullish news across the gamut. I know people are concerned in the NFT space, thinking that the NFT bull run is over. But no, I think in actuality what's going on is people who were originally buying NFTs are now buying Shiba coin. You know what I'm saying? So the money is still there. The money is still flowing into the markets. However, it's going into different facets of the market. And so I want everyone to just, I know that your particular lane that you have been in, whether it was NFTs or whether it was, some of the large cap cryptocurrencies or whatever it is, you're concerned that it's stagnant or it's moving downwards or you left gains on the table. But I want to remind you, do not sell early. Do not panic sell at a loss. Things are heating up, and the manipulators are doing their best to scare you out of your money. And so, keep a level head, do your deep breaths, and daily cost average the dips, and do not plan on selling until January to April of 2022. With that in mind, I have to keep saying this, but we are going to see some of the biggest sell-offs ever. There are so many crypto whales that are in profit that want to see their profit turn into yachts and Ferraris and Lamborghinis and stuff like that, a 70 to 80% retracement is definitely on the horizon in 2022. We're going to see some of the biggest sell-offs ever. All of those crypto hodlers who have wounds from the 2017 drop where everyone watched their altcoins drop by 90%, myself included, we're going to want to see profits this year. And we're going to see some of the biggest sell-offs ever from across the board, from retail investors, new investors, whales. We're all reminding each other that an 80 to 90% drop is definitely possible. However, the new bottom, according to this news article right here, could be $50,000. So that's if it hits $200,000 this cycle. You know, let's be realistic, everybody. It could only hit 100. It might only hit 90,000. Everyone might start selling at 90,000, and that'll trigger the bear run to start. However, Bitcoin could also just hover at 90,000, teasing the opportunity to 100,000 for weeks and weeks and weeks. And while this is taking place, while it's bouncing between 90 and 100,000, that's when alt season will take place. And Bitcoin could hover at these levels for months as altcoins rally by hundreds of thousands, you know, by hundreds of percent. Let's say hundreds of thousands, hundreds of percent per week, while Bitcoin's trying to figure it out. And what that is people are just trying to put their money into the next Shiba coin, or they're trying to make their money here and now. And everyone might think that Bitcoin is topped out, but the whole sentiment I'm weaving here in this tapestry of conversation is that we've only just begun. New all-time highs are in the future. The question now is it 80,000 or is it 90,000 or is it 100,000 or is it 200,000? It's not a question of if it's going to happen. It's now a question of when is it going to happen. And I think that is just general, exciting news that should keep all my nieces and nephews on the edge of their seat, hodling and diamond handing these dips, because new all-time highs are coming in the future. And on that note, let's jump into the LAD City Lounge. That's right, my nieces and nephews. My favorite segment is the LAD City Lounge with me, your neighborhood fun uncle, your neighborhood LAD City fun uncle. And LAD City is a beautiful metaverse space that is teeming with NFT news, cryptocurrency enthusiasts, just like myself, and just like you. If you're watching this show on YouTube, you are also a cryptocurrency/NFT enthusiast. And if you are a part of our Discord here in LAD City, you will know that every week I pick a LAD of the week. That's right, it's a community member who has been participating in a very LAD-tastic way. And I like to give them a shout out here on my show and encourage everyone else to be participating in the same way that these fellow lads are. And so, in this week, I was going through the list of LAD City lads, and I was saying to myself, who is it that's deserving of this mention this week? And I found there was one lad who I've just been glossing over, you know, who has been deserving of this shout out for a long time now, and I have just been completely oblivious, and I need to make up for lost time by giving them a supersonic shout out here on my show, and that is none other than Marty McFly. I am so bummed I haven't given you a shout out earlier on in my career here on LAD City. You are one of the OG members of LAD City. You have been participating for such a long time. You are an influential force here in the LAD City space, and I feel like a little numbskull for not saying something sooner. You are so worthy of the shout out, and I want everyone else to give my main man Marty McFly a big old shout out today. Say hi to him. He is our LAD City Lad of the Week. You, sir, deserve it. And I am sorry I haven't done it sooner, honestly, is how I feel about it. And so I will keep doing these every week, shouting out the LAD City lads who deserve it the most. And this week, it is my main man, Marty McFly. You are the guy. Let's go. I'm going to drop you some tokens here in the chat in a little while. And for those of you who want to be the LAD City Lad of the Week, keep doing your thing. Keep chatting in the chats, jumping in, saying things, dropping gifts. Something other than hello might win you some brownie points. And when in doubt, just follow my main man Marty McFly and do what he does, you know? And you might win the LAD City Lad of the Week. You might get a mention on the Fun Uncle Show next week. So, that's my main guy, Marty McFly, is the LAD City Lad of the Week. Super shout out to you. And for those of you who are on the YouTube page watching this and don't know about LAD City, you gotta check it out. It's our Discord where we've got all kinds of fun cryptocurrency enthusiasts chatting every minute, every hour of every day. We've got over 3,000 members active right now, over 700 people, and we're just shooting the S, talking about NFTs, cryptocurrencies, all the fun stuff you want to know. And that's we got NFT chat, got the gaming chat, the DeFi chat. You know, we got Lads Insider where Hash Rhymes, an absolute legend, gives us hot news every day, fresh off the press here in the LADZ City Insider. We got a group of people going to NFT NYC, and they're talking about their hotels and how they're going to plan that out. We got all kinds of giveaways from Chicken Derby, Star Atlas, Illuvium, Uplift World, Cryptoblades. I mean, there's so much going on here. You are missing out every minute you are not part of this community. So please, I encourage you to go to your browser and type in LADZ .city into your browser. I'll do it right here with you. LADZ, oh boy, .city into your browser, and it'll take you here to this terminal, right? And once you're here, you can find links to all the goodness. You obviously already know about the YouTube page, but you can also click on this, go to the Twitter, and most importantly, you can click on this link right here and it'll take you to the Discord. You can sign up, become a member, and chat with us. Send me a message. Come on, guys. Send me a line. Send me a DM. Your old fun uncle here is here to answer some questions, shoot the S with you. I'm even hosting some other shows. So if you are an influencer of some type and you have your own show and you want me to come on to talk about cryptocurrencies, hit me up in the Discord. I'm jumping on other people's show all the time. I just patch my camera into your stuff and we'll talk. We'll shoot the S. I'll drink a glass of whiskey, give you my real thoughts about things, or not, you know, whatever you want. I'll talk about anything. Honestly, cars, Legos, space travel, baseball, football, fantasy sports. Hit me up. I'm a fun uncle. Hawaiian shirts. And you'll find me in the Discord. That's where you want to be, here in the LADZ City Discord. You also know about the YouTube page, chocked full of shows. We have a show every single day of the week now. Saturdays is our new show, Art Start Now, but that's not all. We have NFT Live, we have NFT Arcade, your neighborhood fun uncle, of course, that's moi, and so on and so forth. The Nifty Q show where the Godfather himself is talking about active NFT news, alpha, fresh off the press. He has people coming on every single episode talking about the latest and greatest. You don't want to miss it. We have NFT Arcade with the main man Kagion and the superhero himself, the broadcast production king, Crypto Buffalo, is running the show behind the scenes. This is a tag team duo of the highest echelon. You gotta check it out, everybody. LADZ City Network is a huge space. You do not want to miss it. And without further ado, I want to show you guys a little promo of our show, Art Start Now, that has just aired its second episode on the LADZ City Network. You can check them out on the YouTube page, but I want to show a little promo of them right here, right now.
What's really good, y'all? It's your boy GIF. I'm not hungover. You're hungover, and I'm hanging out here with the Nifty Castle crew, Wola Menthol and Woe Boy on the LADZ City Network. It's NFT culture for your brain hole faces. It's gonna be wild. We're even gonna be just making NFTs with you live. That's what's got me so excited. Wola, what are you stoked about?
GIF, I'm super excited about the community that's being built around this scene, around making NFTs, sharing NFTs, and getting together as a community of artists and developers. It's super cool, super exciting. The scene is moving really fast, and we're in the middle of a digital renaissance, and it's crazy, but that's why we're here to take you guys on this journey with us. Whoa boy, tell us about what you're excited about.
Well, Lola, thank you. This creative warpath that we're on with the fine folks of the LADZ City Network, just really stoked to dig into, as Gift had mentioned, the creative process and share it with an audience. I think it's something that is not, that I don't think is admired enough in the space, and I cannot wait to bring the LADZ City Network and the Nifty Castle community more information about just art and the creative process, and to inspire new artists as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get this ball rolling.
Heck yeah. Y'all heard it there. Every Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific time, the Nifty Castle crash lands inside the walls of the LADZ City, y'all. It's Art Start Now. Come chill. Don't get rugged. LFG.
Well, wowee wee dog, wasn't that a fun one? That is Art Start Now, a new show here on the LADZ City Network that is a blast. These guys are super fun. They have a great energy, and it's effortless, honestly. I've been running the production behind the scenes on that one, and it's great for me. It's kind of like a total relief because I'm just pressing the buttons, and I let these artistic miracles, Lola Menthol, Gift Dead, and Whoa Boy, I just put them in a space to talk, and they are fun to listen to, and I hope you check them out on the YouTube page down below. What a blast. And I'm excited to see these awesome changes that are happening in the LADZ City space. We are making growth every single day, so I'm bullish on the LADZ City space as a reason. So that is my segment for the LADZ City Lounge. Now we will jump into the top 5 altcoins to watch. And before we do that, I want to bring everybody's attention to last week's call, Lossless Coin, LSS. I freaking nailed it. I crushed it. If you had bought Lossless last week when I told you to, you would be up almost 100%. It was a low cap coin that I put at number 1 on my list. You can check it out. Go back and watch the playback from last week. I called Lossless, and it went from $1.30 to $2.70 last week. Huge move in the crypto space, and I might have another call just like that in my list coming up. But before I jump into the top 5, I also want to show you the path to alt season. This is a still image that is making its rounds all around the internet right now, and it just explains how money flow takes place. Just imagine a big wall of money moves into the cryptocurrency space. It's going to flow into the most prominent sources first, highlighted here in this graph. It's going to move into a Bitcoin, which is the Coca-Cola, and then it'll pass into Ethereum, which I call the Pepsi, and then it's going to move into large caps like your Diet Rights, your root beer floats, etc., etc. Then it's going to go down into full-on alt season where your top 100 coins and below are going to see massive 100% moves. For those of you who are in the space back in 2016, 2017, you know what I'm talking about, okay? Bitcoin, whenever it closed in on its all-time high, kind of flatlined. It was stagnant for a little while. It just floated up there in space as it was trying to figure out where it was going to go. And during that couple-week period, alt season took place, where every coin, there were no wrong answers. Every single coin you could think of shot into new all-time highs, just slung shot up into crazy supersonic space, parabolic into an nth degree. And that's what's highlighted here in this chart, is that the same amount of money that moved into Bitcoin that pushed it up 20% will move into Ethereum and push it up 30%, move into large caps, move it up 50%, and that same amount of money will move into alt season. It'll move coins up 100%. So for those of you who are sitting into altcoins right now, who there's a little bit of doom and gloom, you're a little fearful that you're missing out on potential gains that are being seen in the larger cap coins, just wait. The money flow actually trickles down in this space. It actually, unlike capitalism in the U.S. government, it actually trickles down, and we will see large tsunamis of money move into these small cap coins that will just boing, shoot them into the top 100 space. So just take a breather, eat a moon pie, drink a 7-Up, just chill out, my friends, because alt season is coming. And on that note, let's talk about some altcoins. Am I right? Am I right? My number 5 pick this week is Algorand. Algorand has got a little bit of bad news this week. It's in the red. Look a little dumpy right now. It's definitely in the red space right now. Probably a great buying opportunity. Not financial advice, just fun uncle advice, okay? I want to remind everybody this is not Dr. Professor time with scientist expert king. It's fun uncle, okay? Just fun uncle guy standing on a soapbox talking about stuff in the middle of the street, and one of the coins I'm talking about this week is Algorand. Awesome buying opportunity. It's down recently. Great time to get in. I'm not the only one who thinks so. It's ready to launch to 250 according to my main dudes at Investing Cube. Hey, be here or be squared, you know what I'm saying? Oh boy. Oh no, why'd I do that? I keep doing that. I keep doing stuff like that. I gotta stop doing that. Oh, but I love it. Oh, my side. Oh, my side hurts because it's gonna go to 250 in the short term. It's currently sitting at $1.80. Talk about a massive price movement you do not want to miss out on. And that's my number 5 coin this week is Algorand. 250 is the price guy. That's a coin you're going to want to get into, guys. What's my number 4 coin, you might be asking yourself? It's none other than Chainlink. I put this in my alt season play. It's a large cap coin. It's ranked 15 right now, and it's in the red. So I think there's an acquisition right now that could take place, and new all-time highs are in its future. The money flow, as we were discussing earlier, will trickle into these top 25 coins. Once Bitcoin and Ethereum have had their day in the sun, then my main man Chainlink will have some sunshine and rainbows as well. That's why it's my number 4 coin to watch. The Associated Press plans to launch Chainlink node to publish data. If this ain't bullish news, I don't know what else is. Chainlink places a minor sell-off, and this is why I've got it on my list, is because it's had a minor sell-off recently. It's had some dumpy days. It's in the red. When people are fearful, you should be greedy, and that's why I've got it as my number 4 coin to watch. So, Chainlink, number 4. Keep me honest. We'll talk about this next week. Who are the winners? Who are the losers? I've got Chainlink on my list, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. What's my number 3 coin, you might be asking yourself? Well, ask no further, because it's Harmony 1. My coin at number 3 spot. It's ranked 50th. Further down the list, that means it's got more upside potential than some of the other coins. It's up right now, however, it may not be down like some of the previous coins, but they think, what do I mean they? Investing.com, that's the they, think that next stop is 50 cents. Well, if you look at the current price at 30 cents, that's a 60%, that's a 40% gain. No, it's a 60% gain in price. Yeah, 60% gain in price in the short term. That is a coin I want to keep my eyeballs on. Looky-loo, fun uncle's top coins to watch. Maybe I'll focus my binoculars in on this sweet succulent treat, and it's called Harmony 1. It's ranked 50th. And it could go up another 60% from here. I like those odds. Ain't no gambling when it's a 60%. Not financial advice. What's my number 2 coin to watch? Well, it is Cosmos. Atom is the call sign, ranked 24th, and it is dumpage. It's maximum dumpage. It is got some room to grow, and it's currently in the red in a big way. I love this coin. I love the ecosystem. I have nothing but awesome things to say about it. And I'm actually a little confused, a little head scratchage going on that why it's so red. While other coins are mooning, this one's red. I think the reason is because it's coiling up for a parabolic explosion. Also, you could argue that Shiba coin has been stealing a lot of the money from some of these other alts in a very nasty, competitive way. And so I think once the rage and craze has finally blown off on Shiba coin, then level heads will prevail. Realism will come back into play again. People will stop screaming that Shiba will hit a penny once they all are holding bags at a 50% loss. They will then think, okay, what's a more surefire bet? It's a coin called Atom. Cosmos, a space you want to get in on. This is my number 2 coin to watch. And what's the news got to say about it? There's a partnership seeks to expand blockchain gaming for players worldwide. On the back of the news that Steam is going to ban all NFT and coin and blockchain-esque transactions on its space, there are other third-party players who would like to dabble in that. and it'll be built on the back of coins like Cosmos, on the back of coins like what was the one that was just doing oh crap, was it, you know what, I don't have it on top of my head, but there's other coins that are going to back the NFT space in a big way, and Cosmos is one of those. So I think NFTs and cryptos are here to stay. Companies like Steam can ban them all they want, but when you have Atom having a partnership with Forte, oh, I thought that was Fortnite for a second, Forte partnership, you know, I think that there's news in the future, there's good things coming, and I'm actually kind of shocked I haven't seen a Cosmos rally recently. That means one is coming on the horizon. So this is my number 2 coin to watch, and you could probably ask yourself, if that's your number 2, what's the number 1? Just wait. Let me turn off my pip, because the number 1 is Fractal. That's right, Fractal. Have you heard about it? You probably haven't, because it's ranked 1200 on CoinMarketCap. This has got some insane potential, bridging the gap between data privacy and data integrity. That's a hot topic right now. We all want to be private. We all want to keep our data secure. And there are coins like Fractal and Lossless, remember my pick from last week, Lossless, that are taking the world by storm. And it is a coin you definitely should watch, especially when it's only ranked 1200. It's got a fully diluted market cap of less than 200 million. When you've got coins in the hundreds of billions and trillions of dollars, and this one is only less than $200 million, that is a coin I am going to keep my sweet eyes on, and it is my number 1 pick this week. Check it out. Not financial advice, but these are things to watch. Huh? Look at my eye. Look at my eye watching you, watching me. You're watching me watch you, and I'm watching you watch me. And I'm Fun Uncle, and that's my top 5 coins to watch. I'll do them in reverse order for those of you keeping track at home or watching it live. My number 1 is Fractal. My number 2 coin is Cosmos Atom, ranked 24th. Got to check that one out. I just see an explosion coming soon. Number 3 is Harmony 1. The call sign is 1. It's ranked 50th. Do I need to say anything else other than the fact it's going to go to 50 cents in the short term, according to vesting.com? My number 2 pick is Chainlink. Remember the money flow of crypto. It's going to trickle down into these medium cap coins in the short term here. Alt season is upon us. The sky is the limits. We are going to do all-time highs with all coins, and that's why Chainlink is my number 4 to watch. And Algo, it's got some bad news. It's riding right now. There was some glitches that took place on Binance.us on the back of Algorand, and that's why I think that right now there's blood on the streets for this coin, and that's why it's a great coin to watch. Maybe buy if you do so yourself. I didn't tell you to do it. I told you to watch it. You make that decision on your own, and that is my top 5 coins to watch. But hey guys, that is all I've got for this episode. In closing, let's just go through some of the topics one more time, if we may or may not. I've got a whole list of them here. The one that was really the news that stole the show this week was Shiba Coin, going up almost 40 million% this year. It's going for 500 this fucking month. Oh my gosh. What a massive distraction in the cryptocurrency space. Something you can't ignore but pay it. We got Marty McFly is our lad of the week. I'm just mumbling to myself. Oh, jeez. Marty McFly, you are a god king, a king god. Thank you so much for being such an influential member of LADZ City. What else was going on in the space? Oh, yeah, we had Art Start Now as a new show on the LADZ City network. You got to check them out if you haven't already. Please, everybody, go to LADZ.city in your browser. It'll take you to the terminal here, and you can find all the sugary sweet goodness. You want to be a part of the Discord, which I got right here. A bunch of like-minded cryptocurrency enthusiasts. We're talking about PC gaming right now. I'm trying to encourage people to buy a Mac, but hey, not financial advice. Live your own life, guys. Thanks for being here, Marty McFly. Huge shout out to you. Anyone who wants to be the last thing loud of the week, just hop in the space. Be an encouraging, contributing member of the Discord, and I will give you a shout out here on my show. What else do we got here? We have our top 5 coins. We just got out of that segment here. Oh, yeah. My main man, Benjamin Cohen, just laying it down. He made this prediction back in November 2019, and we are staying strong, and he feels confident that we're going to break 100 grand this cycle. No diggity doubt, friends. And what else we got here? Oh yeah, some of my favorite resources. You got to check this out. The Bitcoin Investor Tool, the 2-year MA multiplier. I'm going to take this link and I'm going to drop it into the Discord for all of y'all right now so that you can take a look at it yourself. And it's basically just a good metric to know when to buy, when to sell. Keep your eyes on it. A look into Bitcoin. Just want to round off some of the topics I've discussed today. Where were we? There it is. Yeah, 2-year investor, crypto bubbles. I love checking this out so you can see how high Shiba's gone. What I mean, and it seriously is just the winner of the year. You know, Safe Moon, 500, Axie Infinity, 70,000, Terra, Phantom. It's just been a clear blue sky winner with no one else in sight behind it, and that's why I'm a little trepidatious. I would not encourage anyone to buy at these prices. Stay away from Shiba Coin. But it has been the subject of the week. You cannot do a cryptocurrency show without talking about it. So here I am, flapping the lips, telling you all about it, and telling you to watch your buns, all right? Fear and Greed Index, we are in greedy territory. Not extreme greed, but not a time to buy, okay? It's a time to watch, to wait, to put in your buy orders, and to breathe, you know? Have a little fun breathing exercises. Take care of yourself, everybody. Long and short ratio, people are bullish. They're expecting some upward price action in the short term. And on the back of the Bitcoin ETF news, I kind of feel the same way. I think we're seeing a flip where the weekends used to be bullish and the weekdays used to be bearish. However, with more institutional money pouring into the cryptocurrency space, the cards have flipped. The story has flipped on us in a big way, and now the weekends are bearish and the weekdays are bullish. And so I'm almost anticipating a rally this week. I mean, it is the end of the month. End of the months are usually kind of red-ish territory for cryptocurrencies, and during the week, kind of reddish territory for cryptocurrencies. However, the script has flipped on us, guys. The Bitcoin ETF is a new player in town, and it was one of the most profitable ETFs ever. And I just think that more money is pouring in, and it's going to pour in during the weekdays when the institutional players are dancing and b-balling and shooting 3-court shots. So 3-court, half-court, 3-point, you get it, my nieces and nephews. So I would just anticipate more rallying during the weekdays coming up in the short term. Not financial advice, just an uncle talking to my nieces and nephews about some stuff. No subjects off limits here, friends. And the other piece of news I need to share with my YouTube friends is that the fair value for Bitcoin is $20,000 right now, which tells me that even in the reddish, most bearish, the sky is falling outlook, the lowest we can go is $20,374. That's huge news. For those of you who've been in the space since the beginning, you joined in 2016 in the last bull run, you will know how crazy this is, how absolutely insane it is that the fair value, the bottom, is what used to be an all-time high for cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. And so this is just super enthusiastic, bullish news. And I want to remind you of my boy Leo. I ain't going nowhere. This bull run ain't over. I see nothing but new all-time highs in the future. It just jazzes me up to see him scream like that. I feel the same way. I'm not going anywhere. I'm feeling the new all-time highs are coming. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not a crook. Blah, blah, blah. Nixon. President. I don't know why my Wolf of Wall Street's also Nixon. Maybe that's a Freudian slip of some kind. Hey, but that's neither here nor here. That's the end of Fun Uncle for this episode. Thank you so much, my nieces and nephews, for stopping by. I have a little piece of bad news. Is this Halloween, I will not be doing an episode. I will have to skip next week. I am triple booked, slam-packed schedule all next week. So my apologies in advance, but I will be back with you, my nieces and nephews, in November. Thank you so much. I am not worthy. I am humbled by your presence, and I hope all of you can pay it forward. Be fun, be friendly, be the uncle or aunt you want to see change the world. One day at a time, everybody. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.